Everybody needs a store for their esoteric and metaphysical needs. Today we'll be going to the witchery, where we can find everything from divination to graveyard dust. And I'm going to go in to talk to Mimi, the owner.
Okay, here we are.
I love Ouija boards.
You use them an awful lot.
I do, actually. They're one of my main tools. I call mine a channeling board.
Much better, or a talking spirit board.
I believe that when you're working with a Ouija board, everything really boils down to intent. I mean, it's a really, really good tool, and I'm not diminishing the fact that when you first start working with one, you need that instruction. But I mean, it's such a magnificent tool for contacting the different dimensions. It's just about your intent and how you apply it.
I think for the most part, the number one reason why Ouija boards scare us is because they were originally marketed as a game.
That's true.
And they were sold in stores along with Monopoly and other games. Mm-hmm. The number one people who use a Ouija board ends up being teenagers.
Of course.
I
did.
You bet, me too. We're looking to bring in something big.
Mm-hmm.
And then we taunt the spirit.
That's true.
Prove that you're here. And so a picture falls off the wall,
right,
or a door slams, candle burns out, and everybody screams, ah, and runs out of the room. No one says, hey, thanks very much for coming out to talk.
That's right. Because when you ask for something, you do receive it. And when you get that manifestation, you have to acknowledge it, say thank you. I mean, you can't just ask for a sign and then get one and then not know that this was a good thing. But people automatically go, oh, you know, someone knocked on the wall and it's a bad tool and I'll never use it again.
The one thing that I like, we have now something smaller.
Ooh,
and we
portable.
call them pendulum boards.
Oh.
And they come with a pendulum in the back,
okay,
as well as a small planchette. And these ones are actually created so that you can use them by yourself.
Right.
With this Ouija board, you need a minimum of 3 people to put energy into them. As well, there should be somebody else in the room kind of recording what's going on.
That's right.
Here, again, it'd be nice to have somebody recording it, but you and the pendulum are working the board.
That's right. They actually say that some of the best mediums and the best channelers in the world actually get their frequency and get started based on the spirit board or the Ouija board. Because it helps you tune into that frequency. So when you said, oh, make sure someone's there documenting that, I thought, well, yeah. Because eventually the more comfortable you get with your tool, the more out of body, if you want to call it, you become.
Will go. You bet. We've actually had all sorts of Ouija boards dropped off on our doorstep.
People wanting to exercise its energy.
At least get it out of their house.
Right.
So we do cleaning boards for people.
You rescue boards.
Yes. Yes, not just animals, we rescue boards too.
Boards are relatively easy to clear though, I've found, just like any tool. As long as you clear that old intent, which is easy, like pass it over sage or do a blessing or a prayer over top of it.
That's perfect. That's what we do.
That's all you do to clear it. And then you basically put your own little intent back in, charge it up, and it works fine.
It's just that we're talking about using it as a tool,
right,
not a game.
Exactly.
And as a tool, it's
difference.
Marvelous.
Well, I love Ouija boards. Thanks for sharing yours with me. I might even get this one.